Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I am sharing with you my first impressions on the Monochrome Manga Club selections for March. Those were The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting by Tsukiya, translated by Jenny McKeon. This one is published by Kaiten Books, rated teen. I actually won't be talking about this title in this video today because I do already have a dedicated video with my first impressions on it. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this volume, definitely check out my video, which I've linked down in the description box below. But the other selection that we read was Bloody Monday, Volume 1. This one is by Ryo Rumon, art by Koji Megumi, published by Kodansha, rated teen. So before I get into this volume, if you're wondering what the Monochrome Manga Club is, it is a title that I use on my channel to talk about the selections we read for my in real life manga club. So I do run an in real life manga club at a local Barnes & Noble, and we do read 2 first in a series selections every month, and we have been doing a series read. So our series reads have been Death Note. We read the 3rd Black edition of Death Note in the month of March, and we also finished up our series read of A Silent Voice. Since we are past the first volumes of those series, I will not be sharing my thoughts on those series with you here, but if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on those, definitely check out my wrap-up for the month of March, which should be posted early April. So I just wanted to let you know that before we got into this month's selection. And so let's get into my thoughts on Bloody Monday. So this volume opens up where we're seeing a man and a woman having a transaction between them, where the man gives the woman a canister of something. Turns out inside the canister is a deadly virus, and that virus could wipe out millions of people. So then we meet our main character, who is Takagi Fujimaru, and he is a high school student, but he's also a famous hacker known as Falcon. Takagi's father works in a government agency, and Takagi's father, as well as his co-workers, all know that Takagi is this famous hacker. So Takagi has helped them with other cases in the past. In light of this, Takagi's father has come across a SD card with a file in it that needs to be decrypted. And so he enlists Takagi's help to try to get this done. While Takagi is trying to decrypt the file, his father gets framed for murder, and Takagi is basically told by the father before his father disappears that he needs to stop working on the file that his father had asked him to decrypt and hide it away and make sure nobody knows you have it. Which, of course, when you tell somebody not to do something, they're going to get more intrigued to do it, right? So that's exactly what Takagi does. He ends up enlisting the help of his friends who are just normal high school students and trying to figure out what is on this SD card, decrypt the file, and find out why his father was framed for murder and try to clear his name. Danger lurks right around the corner, though, because one of the people we meet at the beginning of this volume ends up being someone that Takagi sees on a daily basis. So I was rather surprised that this particular volume was rated teen. There is a little bit of nudity. There's definitely a lot of shots where we have women in underwear. There is even some of that on this cover. And yeah, just opening with those scenes, I was just like, is this really teen? I mean, they are covered. The scene that we're opened with in this volume is actually in a pole dancing club. So I don't really find that teen either. But like I said, they are covered for the most part. We do see the nude backside of a dead man. But yeah, other than those types of things, I could definitely see where this series would be teen. I am intrigued by what's going on in this story. I wasn't really prepared for the fact that the thing that was going to kill millions of people was going to be a virus, though. I don't know why I didn't think of a virus as being an option for this type of story. For some reason, I thought it was going to be some kind of explosive device or a missile or something like that. But it ended up being a virus, which I thought was interesting, especially in the times that we're in right now. The virus that is in this story is very much like Ebola. So while it is different from what we're going through at the moment, it may be a sensitive issue for some readers. But I really, really am intrigued by this story. I definitely want to know what's going on and what happens with the dad. We are left on a cliffhanger at the end of this volume, and I'll definitely be continuing to the next one to see what happens, because I definitely wasn't prepared for that last scene. This one is available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. This was a perfect read for March Mystery Madness because, as most of you know, I am a host for March Mystery Madness, which is a month-long reading event where we promote the reading of mysteries throughout the month of March. This definitely falls into that category, and I do enjoy reading mysteries on a regular basis, so this definitely got my interest as well. I was a little bit surprised that his friends weren't hackers. From the summary in the back, I had thought that this was going to be very much like that movie Hackers, where we have our main character who's a hacker who enlists the help of other hacker friends to try to figure out what's going on and take down the bad guy. But that's not what this is. His friends are not hackers. They're just normal high school students as far as we know at the moment. I am a little bit suspicious of one of them just from some of the expressions he had made. I could be completely wrong, but I am very intrigued, and I'm definitely going to continue to the next volume and see what I think, because I need to know what happens to his dad. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on this volume. Like I said, if you'd like to hear my thoughts on the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, definitely check out my video linked down in the description box below. So before I let you go, I do want to let you know what April's selections will be. So the first volume we will be reading will be Cat Massage Therapy Volume 1 by Haru Hisakawa, published by 7 Seas, rated 10+. This is a story about weary office workers going to get therapeutic massages at a cat massage parlor so they can get the massages from the cats. This is super cute. If you haven't seen this volume before, the toe beans are raised, so you can definitely feel those toe beans. This is also a full color manga. And then the other selection we will be reading is also full color, and that is Happy Kaneko's Killer Life, story and art by Toshiya Wakabayashi, also published by 7 Seas, rated teen. This one follows an office worker who becomes a contract killer. And I thought this was going to be super entertaining as well, with the larger amount of volumes that we read last month, because we did read 3 volumes to complete our series read of Silent Voice. I thought that having a couple thinner volumes would be great. Plus, I was so happy that Cat Massage Therapy was back in stock, because it was just not available, so I had actually chosen something else, and it came in at the last minute. So we're definitely going to be reading that one for April. And then we'll continue our series read of Death Note by reading Volume 4 of the Black Edition, or Volumes 7 and 8. And then since we finished our series read of A Silent Voice, we're starting a new series read, and as voted on by the members of my manga club, we will be reading Volume 1 of Sailor Moon, or Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. This is by Naoko Takeuchi. This is the Eternal Edition. and it is rated teen. So we will be reading one Eternal edition per month going forward. I'm sure you all know what Sailor Moon is. It is a magical girl series. I had watched the first season of this anime when I was growing up, and that was enough for me. So I don't really know what happens in this series, so I will be experiencing most of the story for the first time, and I definitely have not ever read this series, so I think it'll be interesting. This was not a series that I had on my radar to read because Sailor Moon was not my thing growing up. It was more of my sister's, but I'm interested to give it a go and discuss this with my manga club members and see what they think. One of our members had been pushing for this series for a long time, and it just so happened she pitched it at the right moment, and everybody in the manga club voted for this one. So it was a unanimous decision. I do stay out of those decisions because I do want them to read something that they want to read, because I do make the selection choices every month. So yeah, we'll be getting into Sailor Moon, and that will do it for me today. So let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these series and what you thought of them, but please no spoilers. Please feel free to join me in either this month's reads or April's reads, and then we can discuss down in the comments below in the first impressions video for April. And if nothing else, and you would just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me a cat emoji down in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated and will really help me out, and that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.